we're gonna give away the answer to question 8. Now, the way that we do this is I ask all of you, we see how all of you do on your own. Normally it's pretty good. And then I actually reveal the answer. So this is not for any money. This is just so you have a leg up in the trivia game tonight coming up, a little bonus for coming and hanging out with me early. So let's get question 8 up so that we can see how well you guys do before I tell you the answer. So this one's gonna be for all of my TV watchers out there, specifically people who are stealing television that doesn't belong to them. Okay, here we go. The most pirated TV show of all time starred which of the following actors? Kit Harington, Sarah Jessica Parker, James Gandolfini. The most pirated TV show of all time starred which of the following actors? Kit Harington, Sarah Jessica Parker, James Gandolfini. The most pirated TV show. So the one with the most pirates. I don't remember pirates in any of these. Do you? I don't think that's what this question is asking. And right now we've got Kit Harington, Jessica Sarah Parker, James Gandolfini. Do you guys know what shows these are from? I think you do. We're talking Game of Thrones, we're talking Sex and the City, and we're talking Sopranos. Which of these have I not seen? I'm gonna say it's the Sopranos. I gotta watch it because the new one is out. Okay, so get those answers in. We're gonna close this up, but it's looking like a lot, as always, y'all never need my help. Why even come hang out with me? No, because you like my company. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, the correct answer is Kit Harington, Game of Thrones. That is the most pirated TV show of all time. Yes, Game of Thrones. So you knew more than nothing. You didn't know nothing. You knew something. You all got that. Not all got that right, but a lot of you did get that right. So bravo. If you tuned in early, you already know the answer to question 8, Kit Harington. And we have some great stuff coming up before we even get to the trivia tonight. I'm going to be recommending some people on this app that you're 100% going to want to follow. So if you need some suggestions as for new content in your feed, people that you want to definitely make sure that you're watching, kind of like that show that was pirated, right? We're going to have all of that when we come back after this. Hello, my beautiful display bees. Happy freaking Friday. I'm going to celebrate by leaving work a little early. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. I love giving away free money and bribing people to listen to me with a promise of free money. Y'all, it is also National Donut Day, and you do not want to miss out on celebrating that. I'm a glazed girl, which is fitting because by the time that I finish reading the questions for this game and the corresponding answers, that's exactly what my eyes will be. Totally glazed over. But what's your preference? Do you like Boston cream, old-fashioned, jelly? Throw it in the chat. Yum. While you all discuss rings of fried dough, and by the way, if this is a topic you love, you should totally check out the Foodlicious community on display. I'm going to get you started on the rules for trivia. You've got to answer 10 questions. You'll have 10 seconds to tap your answer, and choose wisely, because once you tap, there is no going back. If you miss one, you will no longer be eligible for the $500 prize, but you can keep playing along for fun. Another thing that you need to do to be able to win is set up your display profile completely. Plus, you know I love seeing all your cute little faces, the little profile pictures, so do it for me, please. And if you like doing things that make me happy, you should also tune into our live pre-show every single night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We chat about how to make money on this app. Yes, outside of trivia, there are tons of ways to earn. We show off your content, and I give away a trivia answer. Speaking of which, it's time for display trivia. Question 1. Which of the following is not a callable side in a coin toss? Heads, tails, bubblegum. Which of the following is not a callable side in a coin toss? Heads, tails, bubblegum. coin toss. Let the fates decide. Need an objective way to decide which team goes first? Coin toss. Not sure what to have for dinner? Coin toss. Still deciding which person to marry? Say it with me. Coin toss, baby. It's a universal fix for any conundrum, except what to do if you can't find your coin. Now, where did I put that darn thing? Even though coins can be a little two-faced, sometimes it's just easier to throw those hands up in the air, leave it up to chance. I'm hoping you had a little more faith in yourself answering this question, though. Heads? We go to Q2. Tails? Let's toss it over to Q2. An animal with a carnivorous diet eats what? Plants, animals, plants and animals. An animal with a carnivorous diet eats what? Plants, animals, plants and animals. You know, they say you are what you eat, but I am not the entire bag of Cheetos that I ate on the way here, or the Cheeto dust I licked off each individual finger once all the Cheetos were gone. Don't use a napkin. That is a waste of perfectly good Cheeto dust. I guess some people are what they eat though, because I don't know a single vegan who hasn't made that their entire personality. More power to you, vegans, but does it have to be broadcasted 24/7? We get it. You're better than us. You know what you deserve for all that moral superiority? I'm thinking a nice juicy steak. Good. If you're into steak or anything else that used to be an animal, then you definitely have carnivorous habits. Carnivores are meat eaters. Question 3. In a drink order, matcha is a type of what? Beer, tea, juice. In a drink order, matcha is a type of what? Beer, tea, juice. Matcha isn't just a drink order, it is a lifestyle. Ask any influencer and then use their code to get 15% off your first order of matcha. I would be pressed to find a social media girly without a single matcha latte in her entire feed. It's usually that classic pale green, usually iced because #aesthetic, and without any sweetener? Well, good luck getting that one down. Are these girls even drinking this stuff or using it to unclog the drain? Sheesh. Why not both? Let matcha be whatever it wants. But for the purpose of our quiz today, let me spill the tea on this answer. Matcha is green tea, and also a way of life. Question 4. The sport played in the World Cup prohibits the use of what body part for all but one position? Arms, feet, torso. The sport played in the World Cup prohibits the use of what body part for all but one position? Arms, feet, torso. Unless you are one very specific player on a team in this game, you do not under any circumstances use this body part. This body part cannot under any circumstances touch the ball. Sound challenging? Well, it's not a deterrent because a lot of people all over the world, hence the name of the cup, play this sport. And even more watch it, an estimated 3.5 billion. That is half the population of humans on this earth that are fans of this game, despite the limited mobility of a certain body part. Did you figure it out? I'll bet you use some fancy footwork, huh? Soccer, or football as it's known in most places around the world, prohibits contact of any part of the arms with the ball, unless you're a goalie. Soccer players really get their kicks. Question 5. Which of the following foods contains the least omega-3 fatty acids? Salmon, brown rice, chia seeds. Contains the least omega-3 fatty acids. Salmon, brown rice, chia seeds. Chia. Do you remember before these seeds became a trendy wellness staple, they were mass marketed as novelty growing kits? You could put chia hair on everyone from Bob Ross to Garfield the cat. But now they're in everything. Smoothies, granola, juices, they're even used to make a pudding. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Chia seed pudding. All the nutrition of chia with all the gorgeous texture of cottage cheese. Yeah, baby food. That's what I look for in a menu item. Chia seeds are a good source of omega-3 fatty acids, though. And you know what else is? Everyone's favorite pink fish, salmon. Salmon. I said it. Question 6. The furniture on the Golden Girls patio was made of what material? Wicker, metal, teakwood. The furniture on the Golden Girls patio is made of what material? Wicker, metal, teakwood. Can't quite place it? Well, think back to Blanche Devereaux's beautiful Miami home. No, not the gorgeous floral wallpaper in her bedroom. No, not the incredible rattan set in the living room. Think back to late night chats and cheesecake out on the lanai. Yep, that's where Blanche, Rose, Sophia, and Dorothy all like to keep golden. Speaking of gold, who's still in this game? Yeah, thanks for hanging in there. Thank you for being a friend. Maybe if you don't know this answer, hurry up and phone a friend. These fabulous sitcom ladies lounged about in what one can safely assume was wrought iron patio furniture. But don't kick your feet up quite yet. It's only Q7. The acronym for the sports network owned by Disney stands for all of the following words except entertainment, sports, news. The acronym for the sports network owned by Disney stands for all of the following words except entertainment, sports, news. You'd think a sports network owned by Disney would include a lot more magic and happily ever afters, but I just see a bunch of muscular, sweaty people chasing a ball around. Yes, they get paid very well to do that. Personally, I think this is a huge missed opportunity for Disney. There's so much potential for great content. I do want to watch the Seven Dwarfs compete in the Kentucky Derby. You gotta be little to be a jockey. I would love to see if Ariel could hold her own in an Olympic swim meet. And you bet I want to see Hercules in World's Strongest Man. Not even a contest. This network, of course, is ESPN, Entertainment and Sports Programming Network. No news? Well, that's good news for you, if that's what you selected. Question 8. The most pirated TV show of all time starred which of the following actors? Kit Harington, Sarah Jessica Parker, James Gandolfini. The most pirated TV show of all time starred which of the following actors? Kit Harington, Sarah Jessica Parker, James Gandolfini. If you tuned into the pre-show, you know. The most pirated of all time? I mean, I don't think any of these actors starred in shows that were pirated, not heavily in any way. Italian-American mobsters, New York socialites, and fantasy warriors maybe, but not a lot of pirates. You know, I thought Sex and the City could have used a few more pirate storylines. Would have much rather seen Carrie with Blackbeard than Mr. Big again, I'll tell you that. Maybe he's got a peg leg, but at least he's got a spine. Burn, Mr. Big. All of these actors starred in HBO shows, but the most pirated of all time is Game of Thrones, starring Kit Harington. You know nothing, Jon Snow. I'm just kidding, you got it right. Question 9. All of the following are names for fictional populations in Jonathan Swift's 1726 work except Lilliputians, Yahoos, Lethargarians. Except. They're all fictional names of populations in that work except Lilliputians, Yahoos, Lethargarians. Nope, don't even look it up. There is no relation that we know of between Jonathan Swift and my girl T Swift. What they do have in common though, mastery over the written word and a love of writing about tiny little men. Jonathan Swift's were, of course, actually little guys. Taylors are just petty. Let me tell you something. If you ever date her, do not wrong her. You will be the subject of an international #1 hit. The work we're referring to here is Gulliver's Travels, which features the fictional Lilliputians, those are the little guys, and the Yahoos. But the Lethargarians are from the beloved children's novel, The Phantom Tollbooth. It's time for the final question. Question 10. Select the animal that is a logomorph: marmot, pika, chinchilla. Select the animal that is a logomorph: marmot, pika, chinchilla. I don't know much about logomorphs, but I do know a thing or two about animorphs. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Okay, so these are a book series from like the late 90s, early 2000s, and all of the covers were these incredible images of teenagers transitioning into animals. Like over here, she's a normal girl on her way to soccer practice, but over here, she's a gray wolf. And in between, Oh, she is all kinds of things. I never read any of those books, but I got endless hours of enjoyment staring at the covers and deciding which animal I'd look best turning into. The answer is gazelle, by the way. The real answer to this question, and the one that will determine your fate, is pika, also pronounced pika. No, not that fuzzy little yellow Pokemon. This small rodent-like mammal is not a rodent like these other two, but it is in the same family as hares and rabbits, aka lagomorphs. Congrats to our winners! Look at you, you answered questions about food, sports, science, and literature. If you can do all of that, then surely you can set up your display profile. I believe in you. Yeah, do that. And then join me for our pre-show on Monday, where I'll be talking all about how to set up your own unique storefront in the app. In the meantime, rest up. You deserve it. Have a great weekend, everyone. Good night.